For us as Haudenosaunee people, we have a relationship with our seeds. Like, it's a reciprocal relationship where they provide us with food and help us survive, and we look after them and kind of we take care of them and make sure they're planted so that they can continue, and then they in turn nourish us so that we can continue. My name is Erica Gray. I am the seed educator and garden coordinator at the Gunday Seed Sanctuary. I started out as a volunteer with the organization back in 2018 when we first got established. My role is to kind of help coordinate the planning, harvesting, planting, and general maintenance of the gardens, and I work with Emma and Holly, who are the garden interns. The Seed Sanctuary holds a collection of over 300 varieties of heirloom and heritage seeds. Many of them are traditional Haudenosaunee seeds as well. We have a huge number of beans in the collection. We have a few varieties of corn and squash as well.
So these are marigold seeds, like the flower, and you pick the top of the flower off once it's like dried down and died, and then the seeds kind of just like fall out after they're dried out. So like these, like the seeds are just in there like that, and then you kind of just sprinkle them out, and that's just how you clean them.
So I'm cleaning radish seeds, and this is probably it's a more effective way of cleaning them than doing it pod by pod. So I just put them all in a pillowcase and I'm crushing them because the pods are really hard, so it's hard on your fingers. And then I'm going to use these sieves to clean off the the debris and keep the seeds. We started community planning in 2017, and the organization was established in 2018. And because we don't have a permanent home, we have gardens and we have some outbuildings there, but we don't really have workspace. So the library has offered us to use this room for seed cleaning, and we have a little storage closet here as well that we share with the library. That's where we keep our seeds. So when we talk about heritage seeds, it's like they have such a connection to our people and to our history. And like when you hold, like, I don't know, when I hold like a bean seed, for example, especially one that is like one of our Haudenosaunee seeds, like I can't help but think of like all of the ancestors that have also held the ancestors of that bean seed. And you feel so connected to that history, and like our people are an agricultural people. Like we always have farmed, and especially also as like women, it's our responsibility to look after the seeds, and so it's just that like really strong like cultural connection, and like knowing that it's like real food that has been grown for hundreds or thousands of years. It doesn't feel the same when you think about like these commercial seeds that are being produced by companies. Like they're not really being touched by people, handled, and like having that relationship with the seeds. Whereas these heritage seeds, like they have that I don't know, integrity, I guess, or like authenticity to them. So this is a radish seed pod, and these are the radish seeds that are inside. They're really tough to break, and the seeds, there's like a lot of filler, I don't know what you call that all, but it's kind of tough to get them out, so it's more efficient to break a bunch at once and then sift out the debris afterwards. This is our rest time right now in the winter, so we're mostly focused on cleaning the seeds, cataloging what we've harvested this past growing season, and then planning our future growing season. We have a partnership with our band, the Mohawks of the Bay of Quinte, and they've given us an allotment of land. I think the main field is about 4 or 5 acres, and it was really important for us when we were searching for land to use in the community that we could try and find organic, or like as close to organic as we could possibly get, just for the health of the collection of seeds, and also to make sure that we were in a central location that was going to be accessible to the community for volunteers. So we have parking for volunteers and staff. We have a lot of tomato seeds, a lot of lettuce and beans. We've got corn as well, a few varieties of that, and we are also actively adding to the collection. And we have herbs, we do flowers as well. And the collection itself, we inherited it from the Sisters of Providence in Kingston, and they were stewards of the seeds for a number of years. They had acquired the collection from a local farm. I think it was the Mohawk family around Napanee, and the sisters took care of them for many years, but they were kind of getting older, and they wanted to pass the responsibility for the collection off to a new organization. But it was really important for them to keep the collection together. So they kind of, they had advertised for somebody to take it over, and there were a few different applicants from what I understand. One of them being us, and the other being the Kingston Area Seed Saving Initiative, CASSI. They duplicated the collection, so CASSI has one complete collection, and then we have the other. And we work together, and like we kind of stay in touch with CASSI, and like if one of us kind of needs to replenish a particular type of seed, we'll work together in that way to make sure that we both maintain a complete collection. So we'll be starting plants. Anything that needs to be started, we'll be starting them in the next couple of months. And then we also do a lot of direct sowing in the garden. So through the summer growing season, we host a lot of work bees. We do a monthly work bees on Saturdays, and then we also have times for people to volunteer through the week and just get involved. So it's mostly in springtime. It's like planting and then just maintenance. We weren't in the practice of watering too much, but because of the changing climate, like that has become more important. So we have water collection on site. We collect rainwater to be able to water the plants in the summer, and then weeding and cutting the grass, that sort of stuff throughout the summer season. So our busiest 2 times are probably the spring and the fall. Spring with all the planting and getting everything started, and fall is obviously our harvest time, so we have to be out there pretty regularly, just keeping an eye on things and monitoring, oh, these tomatoes look like they are probably going to be ripe within the next couple of days, so we'll have to come out and make sure we collect them. Because one thing we found is that if we're not like really on top of stuff, like it will get eaten. Somebody like squirrels or rabbits, or as much as we try to keep them out of the garden, they'll come and eat the stuff because they know it's good. Reach out to us or follow us on Facebook. We do share the dates of our volunteer work bees. And then of course, like we're always looking for donations because we're a nonprofit, very much grassroots community group that, every little bit helps. Yeah.